The pickup trucks just keep coming. We haven't even been here for an hour, and we must have seen significantly more than 50, around 18 to 20 people in each car. From here, it's a 7-hour journey through the desert to Pakistan. Then they'll be smuggled on into Iran. Aren't you worried about going with all these young children?
دولت سابق خود معلم بودم در مکتب کابل معاش نبود معاش نداد دولت معاشای ما ماند سه ماه مجبور شدیم این فرزندای ما چی بخورن
This is a deeply surreal sight, a huge people smuggling hub operating completely openly. The Taliban say that rising poverty here means that it's not possible to stop all these people from trying to leave the country. They say all they can do is control how many people get into these trucks to make the journey a little safer.
Everyone
wants to go to Turkey or to Europe. Where do they want to go? The Taliban are making money off this trade, around $10, $11 per truck. But they say the economic crisis and freezing of international funding makes the flow of people unstoppable.
اقتصاد کمزوري دي نړیوال مملکتونه هغه مثلا زموږ افغانستان تر اوسه په رسمیت نه دي پیژندلي.
All these people are traveling without visas. It's illegal.
خلک چې دي په دوی کې په 100% کې 50% به د ویزو او د پاسپورت واسه لري بعضې نه لري هغه بیا کچاکي روان دي.
Zaranj has long been a people smuggling centre. Under the previous government, corrupt officials were paid off. Now the trade is flourishing.
تر پخوا تر اوس دوه برابر شوي مسافر پخوا دومره نه وو که داسې و چې یعنې مسافر په کوڅو کې پراته وو په جام جادو کې ښځې ونار چې د نورو ولایتها موټران راله پسې بار یې کړي.
Aren't you exploiting these people, exploiting their misery?
یار نه چې بعضې اچوي غل دې په عذابوي ملیشه دې په عذابوي موټر چپه کېږي بالاخره زر بدبختي دي څو چې دی تر ایرانه پورې رسي یعنې د ده نیم بدن نه پاتېږي.
At the border with Iran, hundreds of Afghans are deported back every day. But many more are setting off for the desert. We meet labourers, former soldiers, civil servants. They survived the war, but are fleeing its aftermath.